Hello and welcome. My name is the Fortnite Autopedia, and today I want to share with you a new project that is releasing as you are seeing this video. It should be released by now. And it's the Fortnite Autopedia Car Card TCG. And I just wanted to go through this presentation, just kind of show you some details, more in-depth details of the TCG. Kind of a crude presentation, but because I threw it together pretty quick. But I did want to put this out there before or about the time it gets announced, so then people can have a little bit more details on this TCG. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So first, what are they? So basically, FNA Car Cards are like any other TCG you might play or have seen, like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. And they're essentially physical cards that you open up out of packs. And there's multiple rarities, there's sets, very similar to the kind of Pokemon type thing. Specifically for the FNA TCG, I'll explain more later, but there are 5 rarities, which I'll explain later, and I'll explain how the packs work, what type of products you can get, how you can get them, and that type of stuff. So how do you obtain the FNA car cards? Well, so it's pretty simple. They're available on my Patreon. Link is shown here, but it'll also be available in my Twitter post, as well as probably in the description of this YouTube video as well. So that's where you can see it. So to get them, you need to subscribe to a tier. The cheapest tier, I believe, is $3.99 per month to get car cards. Specifically for the $3.99 tier, you're only going to get 1 card. It's not going to be like a pack. But you can see all of the tier information on my Patreon. There's other perks as well, but that's one of them. It's the only way you can get the cards right now. So they can be obtained individually on some tiers, like I mentioned, randomly chosen cards. So these cards could be commons, uncommons, rares, mythics, can be any type of card. I'll explain the drop rates in a bit. You can also get packs on some of the tiers as well, and I'll explain in detail more about the packs in a second. The packs can be obtained individually, like I mentioned, on Patreon or in boxes. I'll explain that too. And boxes can be obtained individually or in cases, and I'll explain that as well. So what are card packs? So essentially like any other trading card pack, it has a certain amount of cards. In the FNA card case, it's 6. 3 commons, 2 uncommons, and 1 rare. And you can either receive them individually or in boxes, depending on which Patreon tier you are. Like I said, you can check those out on the Patreon if you're curious on the different tiers. So mythics, which are higher rarity, they're higher, 1 above rare, are available in 1 every 6 packs. Instead of having a rare in the pack, it'll have a mythic. There are 6 packs in each box, and there are 6 boxes in each case. So each box is 36 cards, and each case is 216 cards. And you can, like I said, you can get those on the different Patreon tiers. So what rarities are there? So there's 5 rarities, like I mentioned, and I'll explain the drop rates as well. So there's common. Each pack has 3 commons, and each box is 18 commons, 3 times 6. Same thing for uncommon. There's 2 in each pack, 12 in each box. And rares, there's 1 in each pack and 6 in each box, except in 1 in every 6 packs, the rare is replaced by a mythic. So if you open a box, you can expect to receive 1 mythic and 5 rares instead of 6 rares. Obviously, you might get 2 mythics, you might get 0 mythics. It just depends on which, what you pull. Mythics are 1 in every 6 packs, like I mentioned, replacing the rare, and uniques, which are not in the base set, and I'll explain that in a second. They're not in the TCG yet. I have not made any uniques yet. Are in 1 every 36 packs, so they're even rarer than mythics, and those also replace the rare. And those will be much more much more rare than, say, mythics. And then you can see here, for the images, this is common, uncommon, rare, and mythic. And then uniques will have 5 stars. I have not designed it yet, so. But this is kind of just pretty simple design here. You got obviously 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. Next, what are the sets? So, like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, the FNA TCG will have sets. So the sets will have a theme usually, but currently there's only 1 set, and it's the base set. And the base set will include every car that will ever release in Fortnite, and will expand as cards get added, as the cards get added. And it'll have an infinite print run, so there's no limited time print run on this set. It'll be available forever. And right now, probably forever, there will be no uniques in the base set, only commons, uncommons, rares, and mythics. So dissecting the card here, you can see we have the Lamborghini Huracan STO. There's 6 main parts to the FNA car cards that matter. There's the card name, which is, in this case, the Lamborghini Huracan STO. So this is going to be the name that's in game, like the actual name of the car in game. The car number, this is going to be the number of card number for the set. So in the base set's case, since it's going to be every car that's ever been added, it's going to start at 0 and go all the way up to whatever number of cars that'll be added. And the numbers are depending on like when the car was added. So 0 is the Octane, and at the moment I think it's 35 or something, and it's the Defender, because the Defender just came out. So that's the card numbers for this specific set. In sets in the future, for like the themed sets, every card will have their own number, but there won't be any specific order to that number. It'll just be 0 to however many cards are in the set. The car nickname, this is the shortened name for the car, so in this case is the Huracan. In the future, when I do themed sets, there's going to be themed combos. So just for example, if I did like a wrecked Wastelander set, and the Backfire was a car that was in the set, the Backfire would have multiple combos that would be in the set as different cards, and they might have different rarities or whatever. And this name, the actual card name, will change depending on that. So if I have like a Wastelander Backfire, this name will be the Wastelander Backfire. But the shortened name of the car will be the same, so it would just say Backfire here, and that would be the same for all of the different combos with the Backfire. So this will never change with the Backfire. If the Backfire has 100 cards and they're all different combos, this name will be Backfire every time. But this name, the actual card name, will change depending on what combo it is, whether that be a Wastelander Backfire, a futuristic Backfire for a future set, whatever, doesn't matter. But this name will change. This name does not change. And the car code name, similar to the car nickname, will never change between cars, because the code name of the car is, well, the code name of the car in Fortnite's files. So in the Huracan's case, the code name of the car is ID_body_oblong. So if I were to make more Lamborghini Huracan combos for different sets, this would not change. This would be the same. This would be ID_body_oblong. Be the same every time. Next, the rarity of the card, like I had mentioned before, it's just the stars, and the colors change in the stars depending on what rarity it is. And the car image, this is the image of the car/car combo. So depending on what the car looks like, or depending on what combo it is, this image will change. And then finally, we're just going to look at some of the future plans I have for this. So right now it's pretty small scale, only available through Patreon. Simple design, 1 set, nothing fancy. But just wanted to go through some things I think I might do if people are interested, basically. The first thing is more sets with dedicated themes. So like I'd mentioned, like a Wastelander set, futuristic set. You could do an Icon series set. You could do a Marvel set, a Star Wars set, a cartoon set. Doesn't matter. Just, hundreds of different ideas there. But that's the idea, is that more sets would come out in the future. Foil treatments So things like special edition foils, negative foils, you know, all the different kind of foil types is something I'd like to do as well. So if that's something people are interested in, I can always do that. Special editions, one-of-ones, special icon combos, etc. So, you know, if there's a really cool combo that comes out that people like, I can turn that into a card and then, you know, have that be something that you could pull out of a pack. So, for example, if there was a, you know, a gold themed set and I had a gold Octane, that would be something that I could have as like a special one-of-one or something. That's just an example. Professional packaging, right now it's pretty crude packaging. It's mostly just paper. So, you know, it's pretty crude, but I'd like to eventually, you know, get some real packaging to make it look really nice. And then finally, an actual card game for people to play. Because right now there's no card game. It's just the collectible cards. There's no, you know, like with Pokemon, there's a game you can play. Like Magic, there's a game you can play. There's no game with this yet. So if that's something people would be interested in, I can always do that as well. That's pretty much it. If you have any questions about FNA car cards, please let me know, and I can definitely answer them. A couple things I didn't mention. These cards are pretty much exactly the same material as like a normal Pokemon or Magic the Gathering card is. So it's made of, you know, normal card stock. They feel very nice. They're not cheap. They're pretty nice. So that was one other thing I wanted to touch. But yeah, that's about it. Goodbye.